We'll begin with a minute of silence. And in the silence, let the aspiration emerge on its own, even if it is weak. Let's not modify it. Whatever is the aspiration that our body has, our being has, to connect to the divine directly, beyond any other person's guidance, beyond any other books. The direct connection between the body and your being with the divine or divine's consciousness. Whatever is that aspiration is there, even if it is the tiniest, just connect to it for a minute. Thank you so much. So today being the first day, I will take about 5-10 minutes to give a kind of an introduction. Also in this batch, we have a very good mix of people who are repeating and people who are almost brand new with not much experience in the kind of work that we do. So the course would be catering to both. So I'll go through some of the basics of what the course is, how we would participate. We'll also leave room for a few questions today. Today's the only day we'll have questions like audio open. I'll explain it. The basic course is how we can link our body and being constantly and directly with the divine consciousness. Okay. And this is not so much about just this 1 hour that we come here or the time that you do your own meditations or prayers. It's not like that. The intent is, can we do it all the time, even when we are doing our normal activities? So it has that as the fundamental aspiration to whatever extent that is alive in you. Okay. So some of the things that we will explore is we have to make the body very conscious. Okay. So sometimes our body goes semi-conscious because of the kind of stuff that is inloaded within. The body has a nature of sponging. So it sponges everything, our memories, our emotions, our thoughts, others' emotions. Body is a perfect receptacle of that also, others' energies, others' emotions. So a lot goes in. And often this is too high, so the consciousness gets cut so that we can lead our life in a normal way. So it's like a slow or fast process as the divine decides that the consciousness is resumed back, that the body slowly opens and starts becoming aware, say, of your breath, say, of your own awareness, and slowly of a higher consciousness. Okay. So it's like me aware of my body is one, but is the body aware of my breath? Is the body aware of my awareness? Is the body aware of the higher consciousness above? Is the body aware of something deeper living in the cave of the heart? This is the attempt. So one is conscious. The other is to make a choice. We suffer a lot, okay? Our illnesses, psychological stuff that the body goes through. There's a lot that the body, once it gets into a difficulty, it rotates around it. So healing is only one part of this course. It is a necessary part. But more important is that transformation, is that evolution under the guidance of the divine, almost directed by the divine will. So a choice has to be made at the body level, at the being level. And this is not a one-time choice. Like you cannot make the perfect choice and say the choice is made. It's really not like that because the conflicting wills are too many inside us and what comes from others. So the choice has to be made moment to moment. Okay. The next is connection. We spoke about it. We'll try and have a connection with the divine consciousness as best as possible. We will learn many methods, but the attempt is not to get lost on the methods because tomorrow there'll be another 20 different methods, 30 different methods. But the fundamental of that will be this triple fold formula: aspiration, rejection, surrender. At the cell level, at the life energy level, at the mind level, whatever we can do in this short course that we have, more focused on the body. Aspiration is the choice. We need to reject. So this course is not a feel-good course. It is not about making you feel good or have some high experiences that will come. But the intentionality is a labor of love. Like you're willing to labor within yourself to reject the suffering that you're carrying inside, to reject the falsehood that you're carrying inside, to reject the illnesses that you're carrying inside, to reject the old patterns and memories that you're carrying inside. So it is a labor of love. It's not meant to make you feel good. It is definitely meant to help you to transform. If this goes well, what will actually happen is, see, there are two postures here. You have to put your effort because there's too many contradictory stuff that is going on. We have to put our effort, we have to keep our will, but that is only a part of this. In the second posture, we have to come to a perfect receiving posture. So these are two contradictory moments. I need to hold a will. I surrender everything, including my own will, so that the divine can direct the whole thing. Okay. But you can't do the second without holding the first. Because if we do that, we come under the influence of the limitations, not just in ourselves, but in other people around us. And that's very risky. So we have to hold a individual will. What is the individual will? That this body or this being, it's not meant to hold all the imperfections or entanglements inside. And it is also a perfect choice that you want to be connected more and more to the higher consciousness. Okay, so if that we are doing it right, if we're holding the will and slowly we're becoming more receptive, there will be an inflow. It's like, like if you take a sip of water, water is going inside you and it's extremely tangible. There's no doubt about it. Okay. So like that, if you get the hang of the process, you will have an inflow, very tangible. It could be peace, it could be silence, it could be light, it could be calmness, it could be more knowledge inside your mind. All of this will be very concretely felt using the faculty of your inner senses and a direct perception. That is bound to occur. There is no doubt about it. Okay. Now, for that, you have to remain in practice throughout. Like this, it's a 2-month course, 8 Sundays roughly, So when we do the practices here, you'll hit a certain intensity. When you do it on your own, even as a meditation, you will get it at 10, 20, 30% only. That is sufficient, but you will have to do that practice. When you do it alongside work, the potency will even reduce because you're so caught up in the work. This will be happening at a 10% level. But still, you'll have to do that as per your aspiration. There is no standard this way or that way, as per your aspiration. When you do that, for sure, you will get an inflow in the mind, in the sensation, in the emotion, in the body. For some, it is very fast occurring right now. For some, it is slow, and that's the decision of the divine. Okay. So that's basically what it is. And just some logistics is every session will have a recording, and I'll share it as soon as possible, for a few hours after the session. Try and join live as much as possible because there's a certain energy that gets built. If not, take the recording. Keeping the video on is completely your choice. I will do my best to observe everybody as best as I can. And maybe privately, I'll send a message after the session, maybe on a Monday or something of that sort, what I observe, if possible, as best as possible. So there's no expectation on this. I'll do it as best as possible. Um, if you have a doubt, today, right now I can open one or two audios. People can ask me any questions. But after that, for the entire course, we'll use a silent mode. We'll do the practices. And if there's any question, anytime, you can always put it on chat and I'll pick it up. Okay. So this is the course. Anybody with any questions, especially some of the new people, we'll take another couple of minutes. You can unmute and ask me if there's anything that is important for you to get clarified. Okay, perfect. As far as I'm concerned, I make no distinction between the people who are repeating and the people who are joining new, because we have constantly see it in the retreats also. Sometimes somebody comes with no experience and because they come with such a beginner's mind that they absorb it fully. So both are okay. The people who are repeating, my only request is every second do it fresh. Don't come with the patterns of the past or what has occurred in the past, because the consciousness is living and the consciousness is dynamic. It changes every moment. So those who are repeating, if you're planning to go deeper than what you had before, it's coming from the past. I would suggest the people who are repeating to completely go fresh. And I'm only guiding. It is ultimately between your body and your being and the divine's consciousness. And the divine's consciousness is as rapid as the rapid flow of a Ganga river or any stream that moves very fast. It's never static. So so become very fresh, and maybe it's time to begin. If there's no question, I'll just remain quiet for a minute and then we'll begin. Okay. We just do the basic first practice of taking your awareness and connecting with your body. Okay. So for most of us, the life is led where we are not aware of the body at all. We're running life from the mind. We're running life from our energy centers, that the body is just almost left on its own. But there's so much richness inside the body. So the first step is, we'll take about 5 minutes. You take your awareness, take it inside your body, part by part. Like you can just go the head, you can go the neck, or you can go minute. It's up to you. We'll just take 5 minutes roughly. You don't have to end it at your feet. Wherever it lands up. The exercise that you're doing is this. You take your awareness within that body part and you're checking, is the body aware? Is the body aware of you? So now you're the awareness, you're taking the awareness inside the body. What's happening to the body when your awareness goes in? Okay. Now, this entire exercise there's nothing esoteric about this. There's nothing imaginative about this. It's literally we're doing it. So when your awareness goes inside the body, at the basic level, you will have sensations opening up. Okay, you're aware of the sensations there. Okay, so you'll do this on your own. Kindly close your eyes. I'll remain quiet once I give the instruction. So there's a first base level training, which we may have to repeat about 1,00,000 times to get, or the body to remember it. The moment you're connecting with the body, kick in the attitude that the body is sacred. That may not be your experience right now. We may have illnesses, we may have pains, or we may have some light or joy inside the body. Either which way, bring an absolute attitude, which is faith. Faith comes prior to experience. A total faith that this body is sacred, as sacred as the divine ultimate. First, practice that step. And this is not a mind game. With your entire being, you connect to the body as if it is absolutely sacred as the divine ultimate. So when I look around, some of you are doing it from your head. You're thinking about it. And that will show up as a concentration more on your forehead region. A better way is that your awareness surrounds your entire body, and there is a feeling of this body is sacred. Okay, so this is better what I'm seeing around. Also, it's like soften yourself a little bit. It's a double posture. The double posture is you're holding a will, and at the same time, you're just softening to the divine. So, as of now, just connect to the divine in any way that is for you, and just soften your body, soften your being to the divine alone. You're giving this body and being to the divine alone. I notice a few have gone back to your head. It's like as your awareness is surrounding your body, another part of your awareness is, let's say, hugging the divine, whatever the divine is for you. So it's like your entire being is involved in this practice, not so much about the thinking on this. So you'll have to move your awareness to surround your body and to surround or hug the divine and stay in that posture. And it's never static, because neither is your body static, neither is the divine consciousness static. Now, this is the basic posture. Be quiet for a minute without doing anything, just so that we allow the higher or the divine to do whatever it wants to do within us. We just remain quiet in a receptive way for a minute. We'll take a pause before we begin the next practice. So from now, we will not open audios in the session. Any questions, we'll put it on chat. If there's any doubt, any question, put it on chat. We'll take a few seconds break before we begin again. Okay, so as a group, I felt it was fine. Here and there, people were going into the head, and it'll become obvious because the concentration will be more here, and you have to just soften. You have to. It is an integral attempt we are making. So just it's like a slowly learning to hold the awareness around the body, and it'll not come because we're not used to like that. So it's like slowly learning to hold the awareness, and then it's almost like in the beginning, we'll work more on connecting with the divine consciousness very deeply. But for now, you just embrace the divine in any which way, and it's like a dual concentration. This step itself is difficult because often when you're with the body, you disconnect with the divine. When you're with the divine, you forget your body. To really practice it, and it'll not come only by practice, but you'll have to practice. You have to keep practicing. It'll not come from your practice. That'll come from a higher consciousness settling inside you. But for that, we have to do the practice. As we do the practice, there's some other capacity that comes in and the link gets built. Okay. We'll extend this today. Okay. And you'll do it on your own. It's like we'll take about 10, 12 minutes or whatever. The exercise that I said before, you'll take your awareness within a particular part. And first of all, you're checking is if the body is recognizing. See, let's say you go to a room and there's a dog that is lying there. The moment you go inside the room, the dog is aware that you're there. Okay, it turns towards you. Okay, that's what I'm asking you to do. So if you go inside your head, you have to become so quiet. So you're not worried whether you're doing the step correctly or etc. etc. Those things settle by itself. You're going in and you're observing. Is the head region aware of your presence? You're there now, right? You've taken your awareness there. Is the head recognizing your presence? That's the first you're checking. And then connect the head to the divine in exactly the same way that we did before. Take your awareness within or around the head, go inside, then simultaneously hug or connect with the divine and connect the head like that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll guide the practice. It'll be easier. So I'll take you step by step. So which means it'll go slightly longer than the 10 minutes. And if you feel like staying in a place longer than what I'm suggesting, feel free to go with your rhythm. Okay, so I'll take you through the whole practice. Take a sip of water or whatever you want before we begin. I think it'll take 20 minutes. And one thing about these things is don't stiffen your posture. You have to keep your body relaxed. Because if you stiffen, the receptivity goes down. It's more your individual will that you're holding it. So the receptivity comes with relaxation, actually. So you need the combination of both. So in between, when you notice a part is getting tight, certainly move it. Nothing gets lost in the movement. You can even shake it. There is no problem. Or for example, you're bringing your awareness to your neck and you find that awareness is not good, move your neck. There is no problem. This is not like stay stiff practice, not like that. You can move it, like you can move your shoulders a little bit. It's completely up to you. But I'll give the instruction as just moving in there. For sure, don't stiffen your body. That is the most important thing. Leave it relaxed. And when it gets stiff, just nudge it a little bit. So close your eyes. And just, you can sit in any posture. That question was asked, I think. You can sit in any which way that you want. Perfectly okay. You can also do the practice lying down, but not recommended because sometimes we go to sleep. So yeah, sit down and do the practice. So you can close your eyes. Once again, if they practice this one thing, that itself is precious. The moment you touch the body, kick in the attitude that this body is very sacred, as sacred as the divine ultimate. Bring your awareness now within your head region, say from the top of your head up until your chin, front and back. You'll do this on your own. Bring your awareness as much as possible fully within your head region. And how is the head region responding to your presence? And as you're present within the head, connect the head to the divine. So you're present inside the head region and you're also hugging or present within the divine, and you're just connecting both. Bring your awareness now within the neck region. You're going both on the surface and inner. So the neck region, the throat, the vocal cords, the very inside of your throat region, and see how this region responds to your awareness and presence. Whatever you notice there, it doesn't matter. Some may be good, some may be some tightness, some blocks. It doesn't matter. Just see how this part responds to your presence and awareness. And connect this part directly to the divine, to the divine's consciousness, to the divine's feet, to the divine's heart, to the divine's body, or the pure consciousness of the divine. Let it be a direct connection. As you're connecting, you're holding a will, because it's only with your will that you're doing it by choice. At the same time, you're turning this throat and neck more receptive. There are many nuances to receptivity, and we'll explore it. But for now, it's a relaxation and a turning towards the divine. To be receptive to the divine, we have to turn towards the divine. In this case, it's the cells of the throat. You're not using imagination here, that won't work much. But with your awareness inside the throat, you just start connecting to the divine or facing the divine, and it'll occur on its own. And then just let go. Before we go to the next part, just be quiet for a few seconds. Okay. I'm going to go slow. I won't be finishing the whole body today. Adjust your posture if your body is becoming stiff. Okay, you need to be erect, that's for sure, but at the same time, you have to have a certain relaxedness. So just move your body a little bit, ensure that it's not getting into a static stiffness. We'll do only the shoulders now because they hold a lot of tension. So the end of the neck region, the shoulders up until the shoulder socket, just the beginning of the back, just the shoulder region in and around. You can use your hands if you want to get a tangible sense of the physicality. And then with your concentration, you can take your awareness within your shoulders even more, where your hands cannot reach. It's not about the shoulders sensing the hand and feeling its warmth. It's the reverse. It's the hand that is supporting you to go further and further into the shoulder. And if you do that, you will first feel the physicality and the tension. Then, as you go in, you will see some darkness, some blankness, some color, or some quality, or some sensation or vibration. And sometimes you may have a very larger awareness of a larger portion. Sometimes you may have a minute awareness of the tiny points on the surface and the depth. How is the shoulder responding to your awareness and presence? And now connect the shoulder to the divine. For a moment, take your awareness fully within or around the divine consciousness, feet, hand, heart, body, or subtle body. I'll explain that later. And then your awareness is both within the shoulder regions, and your awareness is also with the divine. You're consecrating your shoulder to the divine, establishing a direct connection. It's like you're offering your shoulder to the divine. So, offering, and then you're becoming very receptive, just at even a physical level, relaxing the shoulder and becoming very receptive for anything from the divine quality or power or light or consciousness to permeate by itself. Okay. This portion is enough for today. So just once more, top of the head up to your shoulder. Just hold this entire region in your awareness. And there are so many organs here, so many important points here. It's just not one spread. The next couple of minutes, permeate your awareness through your head, eyes, nose, mouth, tongue, neck, throat, and up to the shoulder. And do it while connecting with the divine in some way, consecrating all this to the divine only. Just let go and you let your awareness move through your whole body now. We have 5 minutes more to close for today. The time is coming closer. We'll continue with the rest of the body parts. You can do it on your own during this week. We'll also do it in our sessions. For now, let your awareness flow throughout your body, just consecrating your entire body with the divine. We are almost at the end of our hour. Just a couple of important things. What we did just now, you can continue through the whole week. Now, you can either close the practice in another couple of minutes, or if you want to just lie down with this and allow the practice to continue for a longer time, that's up to you. I'll be sending an audio in the next couple of hours. Would request all of us to work on our rooms where we either work or live, and also the space where we sleep, to set it up in a manner that will help us in this course. Very simple things. I'll share it on the audio and then we can take any questions there. Okay. All right. Thank you. You close the practice on your own in your best manner. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.